Here is the projected calendar for the release of all known shows in the Yellowstone universe as we understood it last winter. That's quite appealing. Then there was all the Kevin Costner drama, so it changed. Listen, that's still not too bad, right? I mean, a new show with Matthew McConaughey and a schedule consistent with what we've had before. I'll take it, except for version 3, updated to show the most recent news. Yeah, boy. So should we just all go watch Breaking Bad reruns then? Hey, it's Billy Dukes, and this video is basically going to update you on which Yellowstone shows are coming when. In the meantime, I'd kind of love to know which shows you've been digging on lately. I loved Tulsa King, and I'm kind of liking Carnival Row Season 2, although admittedly it's not as strong as Season 1. The big change in this last calendar is the disappearance of 1923 and the big question mark over Yellowstone. This happened for the same reason, one I'll get to in a moment, but first consider subscribing if you obsess over all the Dutton shows. We kind of do too, and in fact, we started a podcast about all of it. The shining light here is a show called Lawmen, Reeves, which was probably the least exciting of the spin-offs, if only because it doesn't appear to involve any Duttons. It's an extension of 1883 that focuses on a U.S. Marshal named Bass Reeves, and the reason we believe it will air this summer or fall is because it's the only show actually filming. We know that because Dennis Quaid is out here spilling secrets, posting social media videos from the set.
Hey there, Dennis Quaid here, on the set of Bass Reeves.
So yeah, it's not confirmed, but it's enough to feel really good about as long as, like, the actors don't go on strike or something. Ew, yeah, that's a thing. The Writers Guild is already on strike, but the Screen Actors Guild could strike as early as July 1st. This is why 1923 vanished from the calendar. NBC Montana was first to report that the production of 1923 in Butte, Montana was slated to begin June 5th, but nobody showed up. Later they shared that production of 1923 has been delayed indefinitely because of the writer's strike and the threat of the Screen Actors Guild strike. Indefinitely sounds very dramatic, but in this case it just means until all parties can agree. That could still be several weeks or months away, definitely enough time for us to push our projection for the start of 1923 from winter 2023 to early 2024. Similarly, this could affect the start of Yellowstone, which was scheduled to begin filming later this summer. Obviously that won't happen if the actors are on strike. What I've never really been clear on is if the writer's strike affects this show, since Taylor Sheridan basically writes it all himself. My thinking is it likely does somehow. At the very least, crew members are going to stand in solidarity with the writers. That's something that the actors and directors are particularly prone to do. The MM vehicle is that Matthew McConaughey vehicle that was announced as beginning when Yellowstone ends. Obviously, if Yellowstone is pushed, that show is going to be pushed as well. 1944 has always been a theoretical show that was at best coming in late 2024 anyways. Now, who knows? And the show about the 4-6's ranch also needs to wait for Yellowstone to finish for reasons you understand if you watched the first half of Season 5. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.